It's official. Jay-Z officially has 100 problems.
No! No!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into Mr. Jay-Z's current case that recently popped up that allegedly him and Sean P. Diddy Combs did a certain something, and I can't say it on YouTube for restriction purposes, but had graped, flaped, shaped, use your imagination, a 13-year-old at an award show in the early 2000s. Now, Jay-Z, for like Doug, this is a football channel. Like, NFL draft is coming up in a couple months. Playoffs are going to be here in a couple weeks. I mean, why are we talking about this? Well, Jay-Z has had his hand in the NFL since 2019, and currently right now through his company Rock Nation, man, he's been a part of the NFL in a lot of different ways. I'm going to name a few ways that he has been involved in the NFL and why the NFL may actually want to distance themselves from Jay-Z. Now, I'm a big proof and evidence guy, no matter what political party you're on. Look, man, proof, evidence, even when a play is called against my favorite team, the Miami Dolphins, I still want the real deal to be called out there on the field when it comes to flags being flown. And I feel the same way when it comes to justice, right? Now, Jay-Z, very significant role in the NFL since 2019 through Rock Nation, man. They helped out with the Super Bowl halftime show, social justice initiatives through their company Rock Nation, even promoting diversity, supporting causes like criminal justice reform through his partnership with the NFL. So Jay-Z is not just some guy who, you know, okay, he has a sports agency and he's cool friends with Roger Goodell. Like, no, he's a billionaire and he's a shot caller. And what's crazy is that literally this just took and happened within the last 24 hours that they're accusing Jay-Z. And again, I say these are accusations because until there's actual evidence and an actual investigation takes and happens, this is all hearsay. But we know when it comes to NFL, like the corporate folks who run the NFL, Roger Goodell and all his cronies, they crumble the pressure so dang quick. So you guys, the folks, comment below on what do you think is going to happen with Jay-Z's relationship with the NFL. Also, like they selected Kendrick Lamar for the Super Bowl halftime show and all that stuff. So what is going to take and happen with that? Me personally, I think the show must go on. But I think, you know, Jay-Z, look, here's the thing, man. You got to ask yourself, have you guys ever been friends with somebody that you thought that you knew and they lived a completely double life? And it could be a situation like that. Or Jay-Z was very close, intimate friends with Sean P. Diddy Combs, man. So it's going to be real interesting what happens over the next couple months, over the next year. There's obviously a lot of corruption in this country. Obviously a lot of corruption where there's a lot of money, there's corruption. You know, where there's power, there's corruption, right? And I would love to think that, like, man, he did it the right way. But the reality is, the higher up you go, more than likely some of your morals go right out the window, right? So we'll see what happens. I always like to hope for the best. But I'm also a realist as well, too. We live in a fallen, broken world filled with sin. That's why we need Jesus, baby. But man, fallen, broken world filled with sin, and a lot of wicked, evil things happen. And sometimes people we think are great people, who are motivational people, who are, they're entrepreneurs. Oh, he's a billionaire, man. Why are you hating, Doug? Why are you hating? You know, I know someone in the comment section, you're not talking about Epstein. Well, the episode isn't about Epstein, you know. But, you know, the thing with this Diddy case is like, man, similar, but with Epstein, well, let's take it there. You know, if you took a picture with Epstein, automatically you're guilty just because you took a picture of him. You might have met him a few times, right? And man, I've met people before who I've been close with, and they've done some terrible crimes, man. I had no clue what kind of lives that they were taking and living. You know what I mean? I remember one time I worked at the Newport Marriott, and I'm going somewhere with this. I worked at the Marriott many years ago, and I was holding open a door for a guy, right? And I was like, hey, sir, how you doing? Hey, are you in the service? You know, because I always thank the veterans for their service to our country, right? And he's like, no, I'm a contractor. I was like, oh, thank you for your service anyway, sir. I appreciate you. And he goes, and he just walks away. Dude, that same guy, his name's Aaron Alexis. Y'all can look this up. He ended up being a mass shooter, killed a whole bunch of people in the Navy shipyard in the DC area. Honest to God, dude. And it's like, do you just never know when you're talking to somebody, right? But bringing it back to Jay-Z, bringing it back to the NFL, man, y'all know NFL is huge on their reputation. People start getting concussions and having crazy stuff happening. They come out with the Guardian caps. I mean, they will do anything to clean up their reputation. And the reality, NFL is a pretty solid company in a lot of ways. It's not perfect, but they've made adjustments, and I appreciate that because they have listened to the people for the most part throughout the years. But with this Jay-Z situation, it's really interesting because this is a guy, he is, when it comes to diversity, when it comes to a lot of different things, like he has constantly been in Roger Goodell's ear, and to think that this could have potentially happened. And again, these are allegations, so I'll be doing another video later if this comes out to be true, but they will remove him with the swiftness. They may remove him even if he is innocent and he just needs to take and focus on things outside of the world of sports and stuff like that. Jay-Z, he runs a record label. He runs a sports agency. I mean, he has people helping him out, of course, man, but the guy, business acumen is phenomenal, right? But if he did do this, allegedly, of course, right? If he did do this, shame on him. He deserves to go to jail for the rest of his life and lose it all. Straight up. That's how I feel. So I stopped listening to Jay-Z's music a long time ago after the Blueprint 3 came out, and there was a lot of satanic symbolism in the video, because Jay-Z was what Elvis is to a lot of people, what Michael Jackson is to a lot of people, what George Strait from our country music fans is to a lot of people. Jay-Z was that for me growing up until about 2009. I started to fall back, and I still appreciate him as a businessman, but I stopped listening to a lot of his music. So like I said, we talk about darkness, talk about sin, talk about being a broken world. It's just wild, man. But as far as the Super Bowl goes, what does that mean for that? And you guys comment below. I don't think anything changes. I do think they should have had a New Orleans artist, a Master P, a Lil Wayne, somebody like that, who, that I think would have it would have been great. You know what I mean? Y'all know New Orleans likes to party, man. But also Kendrick Lamar is the biggest artist in the world right now, or at least in the hip hop world, right? Which is big. So I don't know. That's my thoughts on it, man. I want to hear what you guys, the people, ultimately have to take and think and say. Obviously, I hope that these things are wrong. I hope that they are false. I know there's people out there, they're trying to ultimately destroy him, right? People will bring race into this. Oh, man, they're just coming off all the black billionaires. Like, I don't care who it is. Wrong is wrong. No matter who you are, where you're from, what your belief system is, wrong is wrong. But yeah, definitely gonna be some implications from this, whether he is guilty or not. And me personally, I definitely see the NFL separating themselves from Jay-Z here very, very soon, and he'll probably be replaced by somebody else who could help out, some big mogul. But yeah, comment below though. Hit that subscribe button, man. God bless you guys. When y'all hit the subscribe button, that shows that you're a subscriber, and if you guys want to take and get alerts, there's that bell right there as well too. That helps out a whole bunch. Also, I have one of the best NFL draft series on the internet, so I will be bringing to you from now until the NFL draft, literally even the day before the draft. I'm going to be cranking out NFL draft content, from mock drafts to actual live interviews with the actual players. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time on the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Peace. Thank you for watching another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we have exclusive NFL content and exclusive NFL interviews. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. See you on the next one.